Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Movies Worth Seeing. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan and directed by my favorite director, because he was so great in all the other shitty movies he made, Ryan Coogler, who directed Black Panther and Creed. So, with such a fantastic filmography, what could go wrong? Addie and Martin are joining us for today's episode, and Martin's fallen asleep pretty much like I was during this movie.
I like the movie. I like the movie.
Why?
Why not? That there's just a one-off movie. One fucking story, not part of a franchise, not a prequel, not a sequel. It's just a simple one-off movie. You go in, you get a beginning, middle, climax, end, and there's no sequel. It's not an original story. Let's be clear. It's Dusk Till Dawn 2.0, which is then derived from Vamp.
It's not even From Dusk Till Dawn 2.0. It's From Dusk Till Dawn if fucking Steve Soderbergh directed From Dusk Till Dawn and took all the fun, joyful moments out of it.
Are we going into spoilers?
Yeah, we could go into spoilers. Fuck this movie. I don't care if we spoil it. Did you love the difference in character between the two characters that Michael B. Jordan was playing? Did you love how completely different they were?
All right, so clearly there's a tone of sarcasm here.
I've heard the opposite before coming into it. That people were like in their own individual anecdotes were saying that it was believable enough that he was portraying two separate brothers and stuff.
It
It
was
did take me a
confusing.
bit. It did take
It's
me a
just
bit
two
to.
Michael B. Jordans.
Look, there were slight differences, but a lot of time I was really trying to piece together. It's like, wait, which of the
Smoke?
brother?
Wait, Smoke or is it Stack? Yeah.
Smoke or Stack, or is it
Like which one are we looking at
Slim?
right now?
What?
It's like-
It's
I
blue
did- yeah, I
Michael
did
B.
have to
Jordan and red Michael B. Jordan.
Well, yeah, but like,
Without their hats, could you? I had to
One's wearing a red hat and the other one's wearing a blue hat.
take their hats off and then you start
They
to get
should have put
confused.
their names on the hats. That would have.
nah, no,
You twins? Nah, we cousins.
But like, if you're gonna spend an hour, 2.5, 2 hours of build up, well, at least flesh out their differences. At least flesh out their relationship a bit, so that then I will care when the fucking vampires come out and start killing people. Despite all of that fucking time that was spent, I did not care at all. I did like the little, all right, everyone, let's eat the garlic and see who's still a vampire and who's not.
They're setting up defenses.
There's lots of great ideas in the movie, but nothing reaches its full potential.
Now we out here playing games, telling ghost stories in place of doing what we ought to do. Being kind to one another.
But then you're watching the movie and you're just like, can something happen? Can we get to the vampires? I know this movie has vampires, so just get to the vampires.
It's what's marketed to us. It's just like it's just like a sort of social commentary movie that the last half hour happened to be about like vampire uprising and invasion, and I don't think it really melded all that well. That they were building up all this like history of discrimination and like the gangs and then the being veterans. And,
but that
and
is
then-
Dusk Till Dawn. That is From Dusk Till Dawn. You cannot deny it. The build-up for the first 75% of the film has nothing to do with the vampires. Nothing. Suddenly there's vampires. And then that is like two complete separate movies.
Yeah, I did
You know what I
remember
mean?
on our drive back that I was like commenting loudly about how this could work if this was like two different movies where
Yeah.
like, one movie could just be about two struggling twin brothers trying to just trying to go above the fray in the
Yeah.
struggles in a white man's world.
Yeah,
And then the vampire
absolutely.
movie could be a different movie.
This movie tries to add like emotional depth and weight with like, oh, there's symbolism and social commentary, but it's wasted because the movie's so damn boring.
As well as the brotherly bond, I thought you were.
Brotherly bond is nothing. The brotherly bond in From Dusk Till Dawn, you see them bicker and argue and shit. Like, it builds towards something to where at the end you actually felt something when they had to kill each other, when one of the brothers got infected. Whereas in this, I was like, I knew one of them gets infected, number one, because the stupid trailer spoiled it. But number two, I'm like, I don't care. I don't know anything about them that's different.
Our daddy was an evil man. And he passed that evil down to us.
And the worst part is the movie is trying to be like, this is a big deal. Look at the emotions on Michael B. Jordan. Look at all the inner conflict in his face. And I was like, just get on with the fucking movie. And like, they're just arguing like, oh, he's not your brother anymore for like 10, 15 minutes. And I'm like, just get to the point. Get to the action.
Are there any aspects that we did actually like?
I really enjoyed watching, there were certain moments that were fun to watch for me, like seeing the vampires try and find a way to get invited
Yeah.
was kind of funny.
It's very cordial and very polite. You have to be invited in order to enter.
So you listening to this? Just step aside and let me on in now.
Why you need him to do that? You big and strong enough to push past us?
Well, that wouldn't be too polite now, would it, Miss Annie?
And then seeing the characters like deconstruct it and be like, wait a sec. Like, you never were this polite before. Why the fuck is getting an invite so important all of a sudden? So just seeing them have those moments of like suspicion was kind of fun. It's also just funny, like
It is
watching,
funny,
just watching
genuinely.
vampires that are so powerful and evil, but they're like, come on, invite me in the house. Let me in. And I like that part with like the three white people going up to the bar and they're like, they're white though. No, you can't come in.
Okay, so overall I really liked the movie, but there's a couple moments that really took me out that just wasn't justified. Okay, so when Smoke or Stack killed Annie, and then
Yep.
Michael B. Jordan, that was already a vampire, was like, let's get out of here, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
And they all went out, and they came back to the next door, and it's like,
Yeah. Why they?
why?
Why did they
Everybody
leave?
stopped to watch her die. Isn't this like the perfect time to just go in and kill everybody? Like, honestly?
They've swarmed the place. Why not dogpile? Why not dogpile on them? They have them
Remember that.
outnumbered.
They were all like, let's get out of here. And I was like, no! But there was only 3 or 4 left and a whole
Yeah.
army of vampires.
It made
Very
it made
strange.
no sense. Look, again, I love the movie. There's so many good things about it. The music is awesome. The vibe of it when they're dancing, it was awesome. Cinematography-wise, lighting-wise, there's so many good things.
Will be you burning them down.
From a story-wise, I gotta admit, vampire movies have always been terrible at justifying things. Always has plot holes. From a cinematography perspective, what's your take?
It is the first IMAX production with a female cinematographer, and so this will open the door for more talented female cinematographers out there. Unfortunately, it's just all this passion and the goodwill going into it with the meritocracy. It's just sort of undone by the clumsy sort of story execution. Which
So you can have an amazing story, or you can have fantastic cinematography, but if the story itself just then it just degrades cinematography and takes the credits away from what it actually is.
All money come with blood, baby. Listen here. This ain't no house party. Y'all ready to drink? Y'all ready to sweat till y'all stank?
You want some?
From a 1 to 5 stars, what would you give it?
2. I think Sinners has a lot of potential, but there's just nothing fun that makes me want to ever see this movie again. Except for maybe the last 15 minutes when the vampires and the humans are actually fighting, which is what brought me to the dance.
I would say, 7 out of 10, 3.5 out of 10, 5.
Idiot.
like I acknowledge that this is not a movie made for our people. God, don't put that in.
Keep it in.
No,
Keep it in.
I can acknowledge that this is a movie.
This movie
that's
is not made for Asians.
For our people. It's speaking to like a history and a culture like that's we didn't grow up with and live with. Like Like, I don't know. I'm wholly ignorant to soul music. In saying that, like we discussed, whole lot of build up that amounts to nothing. Like the good aspects that raises it a bit above the midway point for me are in the same way that we discussed how moments and aspects of the story are good discreetly but don't gel together.
I would give this film 3.5 out of 5 stars as well. One more thing we forgot to talk about. This beautiful voice from the kid, Simon.
Oh, good point.
And
Y'all move your feet.
A soulful kind of thing. Yeah, no.
yeah,
Genuinely good, yeah.
beautiful voice, beautiful music throughout the whole film. But when he finally performs, and his music transcends time and space, and we travel through the time,
Past, present.
and future.
Our current present. The future was our current present.
Yeah.
Bruh.
But then it clicked, and then we went through like different stages of cultural development. One thing I do not believe that should be credited, to be proud of. Should I do it? Twerking. Twerking.
Culture.
Why would you have twerking in such a symbolic moment of the film where music, the blues, transcends time and space to travel throughout all aspects of cultural development of a certain culture and add twerking to it? It's like we added in a low point, you know what I mean? But overall, I thought the movie was really good. I was entertained, and that's why I go to the cinema.
And we hope that you've been entertained by watching our review of Sinners. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below and let us know what were your thoughts on Sinners. Did you enjoy the slow burn? Do you enjoy movies where nothing happens? If so, comment below and let us know. Until next time, that's us. Take care. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.